Hey guys, welcome back. Um, it's been a few days since we've posted. I took a brief hiatus. If you watched my previous video explaining sort of the situation I was in, um, I apologize just for all of that and also for the lack of videos. But we're back. I feel better, and 17 is my favorite group. They're the only group that I am just mind bogglingly, uncontrollably a huge fan of. They are the only group one might say that I quote unquote stan. And so after such a rough week, this is the video that I wanted to start with. So I need to preface, my reaction may not be the best. It might not be fun or entertaining or exciting in any way whatsoever. But I really wanted this video to be my first video that I watch coming back because they're just the only type of group that could cheer me up. And so, yeah, let's roll into the usual intro then. I just wanted to preface that and just apologize in advance. Anyways, welcome back everyone to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. Today we are watching Home Run by 17. This is their comeback only a few months after their previous Left and Right comeback, which was a nice, fun, refreshing comeback. And I feel like that the Hengara era really kicked off I think a new, fresh era for 17. So I'm excited to check it out. I think Home Run, given the title, is going to be similar. Now, guys, if you enjoy our videos, if you would like to support us, you can visit us at Patreon. We have gotten a handful of new patrons over the past few days. Thank you very much. We really appreciate your support. But if you can't afford to subscribe to us on Patreon, I completely understand. A free way to help us out is to hit the like button, leave a comment on these videos, interact with our video, or just subscribe. Most of the people who watch our videos are actually not even subscribed to us. So if you want to support us, subscribe. That would help us out a lot. So let's get into this video. This is Home Run by 17, and this is your form of therapy. So it's picking up where it left off in Left and Right with Seungcheol and the car being crashed. It's been a while since we got the 17 Right Here intro. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. What is this section? What? Oh my god, Mingu's singing in the chorus? What is going on? That looked like Jonghan in the newspaper. Is that just me? Oh my god. Oh, I love that hairstyle. Wow, that was beautiful. Good God, he looks so good. Where's Woozi in all of this? There he is. Oh my God. Uzi's been missing this entire video. Is that Chonghan again? Chonghan has he has so many lines this comeback. I'm very happy. What? What was that ending? What was this ending? Hold on. I gotta see that again. Wow, the way he turns his body. Oh, whoops. Wow, that's incredible. That's so smooth. Okay. I'm not surprised by the sound of this. It sounds very refreshing and loud and exciting, and perhaps it's similar in vein to Left and Right, but it's definitely way more bursting with energy than Left and Right. I wasn't quite sure what they were trying to do with this chorus here. It's not written, I would say, like your typical K-pop title track. I mean, what 17 song is. But even more so than usual, I feel like, wow, this title track is not... It's not written in a way where it's supposed to be super catchy, like most K-pop hooks in the chorus, especially. It's incredibly vocally driven, which I love. If we listen to this chorus, which was around here. I suppose the home run hook, that part alone, could suffice as a hook, but I wouldn't say it's as catchy as their previous stuff. See, what blows my mind is people that I did not expect to be getting screen time, people that I would never expect to be kind of expressing their vocal stuff in a title track song. Hold on. I mean, sorry, apologies. If you listen to this here, so I feel like the people that shined here were, one, the rap line. The hip-hop unit team, besides Vernon, I think Vernon was doing what he usually does, but I think a lot of the members were doing things that, well, frankly, we don't really get from them unless it's from a B-side song. And even then, I don't think we ever see it to this extent. So I think Mingyu, Wonu, and Coops got a lot of screen time this time around, and they all sang, which is actually really interesting. And they all sang like outside their usual range. So if you listen to, first of all, the first chorus is great because it's Mingyu and Coops. Oh, I guess Coops only had like the small little rap assist, but here's where Coops sings. Yeah, you cannot call that rapping. That's for sure. Like he is for sure singing. Oh, that's so incredible. And then one who had like this nice little part, I think, during the pre-chorus, which was so surprising. You know, one who does a little bit of his typical hype man rapping, but this section right here. You know, that kind of spoken word poetry driven ASMR type of sound. One who's done that before, I think he did that in Home, right? And one who has done that a handful of times in a lot of 17's B-sides, but that's what's kind of blowing my mind. What we're seeing here, you know, I wouldn't say it's necessarily completely new. I think Mingyu and Coops have gone higher than they've ever gone before, but it's not the first time that Mingyu or Coops have ever sung before. And it's not like it's the first time that Wonu has done his sort of gentle, sort of lullaby type of singing, but they've never done that for a title track. Yet that's the thing. I think 17 with this new quote unquote era, whatever the era is being called, with Hengare and Semicolon, or if we're just narrowing it down to the title tracks, Left and Right and Home Run, you know, it almost feels like a redo of their, you know, earlier youthful debut era, but I guess just done a little bit differently. Like I feel like they're sort of breaking their own formula. I feel like when it comes to a 17 song, there are certain types of breaks. There's a certain type of a progression. You know, you insert Verdon and Coops is rapping here. You insert random ad libs here, random Sungwan or DK leading the charge in the chorus here. But this one is genuinely like it. I wouldn't say like it's my favorite 17 title track. I mean, that will forever, you know, be held by the Pretty You crown. But I think it's one of their biggest switch ups. I think just in terms of arrangement, I think most 17 title tracks are not. It's not arranged like this. It's not arranged like this, and that's kind of what's blowing my mind. It still has the typical signature 17 sound of having a very rolling rhythm. You know, they kind of pick up and they keep rolling forward, and they never let up. And then the music video, unlike its previous Left and Right era, which was more of, I would say, probably a more modern style, more modern with streetwear fashion and whatnot. Here it's a little bit more. I mean, I'm old, but I'm not this old, so I'm taking a guess. This is like somewhere between the 60s and 70s, I would say, is the inspo here. There's a sort of a glam to it, you know, like this scene right here, this black and white scene feels very classic 60s Hollywood, very inspired by the glamour era of then. But even just looking at the open collars, not just on Shua, but also on June in the back, kind of makes me think of like a 60s 70s era. I mean, obviously there's a huge mashup of different inspos here, but I feel like, are we moving into a sort of a 60s inspired new fad? I mean, you had BTS's Dynamite, and then now 17's Home Run. I wonder if that's going to start to be a new thing. I love it because I think I like any K-pop song that uses brass in a much more fun and colorful, exciting way, as opposed to using their brass for like the typical kind of like sexy sax chorus type sound. So I like that this sounds a little bit more. It sounds a little bit more energetic and more, I would say, fun. Um, that this is Mingyu. He looked so odd in this close up right here. I was like, but wow, Mingyu got a lot of screen time. Chong'an bringing this hair back. Chong'an, this is Chong'an's hair from his Boom Boom era. I loved this hair. This is Chong'an's Boom Boom era hair. I am absolutely on board for this. You know what's interesting though? Seungkwan, I feel like Seungkwan and DK barely have any screen time. Like I said, a lot of the usual suspects are kind of out of commission, and I feel like Rapline and Chong'an. I think Vernon got a decent amount of screen time, but I feel like it's not as a lot as usual. What I find surprising is Dino is in this a lot more. Dino is in this section. Dino also had his previous section with Wonu. I don't know if Dino appears once again, but I feel like what happens here with Woozy right here. Woozy literally doesn't appear in a close up until more than halfway through the video. I feel like that is Dino. Dino is the type of person in their title tracks where he shows up literally through the last quarter of the music video. So I feel like a lot of people traded places here. China Line still visually taking center, but not actually taking the lead in the vocal department. But yeah, overall, this was really, really, really fun. I actually prefer this a lot more than to Left and Right. That's just my personal opinion. I think Left and Right, as good as it was just simple, I would say. And I prefer a much more loud song like this. I prefer a much more richer texture like this. I love this kind of classical look on 17. And I think like 17 just does that kind of like really fun, exciting sound really well. Even listen to the eights line right here. That's really high. Again, I feel like some people are playing outside of their roles, and perhaps that's what makes this one of their more interesting comebacks yet. I personally really enjoyed it. The question is, what did you guys think? Guys, that's it for my reaction to 17's Home Run. I don't really have much of a review to give. I would have to probably listen to it a lot more and watch it several more times to really get a feel for it. So apologies if the reaction or review is a little lackluster. Like I said, just I'm not necessarily in the best of moods, but it needed to be done, and I needed this to be the video to cheer me up, and it did. I feel a lot better at the end of this video than I did when I started it, and you know, there's no other group like 17 that really does that. So for me, this was more of a personal therapeutic session. So if you didn't enjoy the reaction, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I didn't know how to be entertaining this video. But thank you for those of you who watched along with me. Now, guys, let me know, what did you guys think of Home Run by 17? How does this compare to their previous Left and Right comeback, which has a similar vibe, but is a very different arrangement? And what do you think about this new quote-unquote era that they're going into now, this sort of fun, fresh, youthful era, kind of a little bit of like a streetwear revamp of their kind of debut era? Let me know if you guys like it, or if you wish they had continued their more mature style that they had been bringing. Guys, I also appreciate you guys watching our videos, but if you would like to support us, if you guys want to help out the channel, would really appreciate you guys visiting our Patreon, patreon.com/formtherapy. For as little as $2 a month, you get early access to videos like this and more. But guys, if you don't want to support us monetarily, or you can't, we understand, consider hitting the like button, consider leaving a comment or subscribe. That would help us out tremendously. Go ahead and check out all our other videos over here. That subscription button's right here, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.